This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. You must be dreaming.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw is Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
At the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Check, check. 180.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Big air.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Shift. 20.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. There he goes again. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Ready? Look at it. Mark 54. You got nothing to do. You got nothing.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Prescott now. Caught left side by Cobb. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Mario Addison in on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go, 46. 54 Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Show it. Here we go, going to 53.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott flushed out right. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Breaking the set. 180. 54 miles. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down.
Set. 180. 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper. 67 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Check right 54. Right 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here you go. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott flush to his right. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
I'm going back to you. Hey! Check right 54. Right 54.
Now it's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gun.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Set. 180. Mike 5-4. Let's go, D.
On first down, it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
20.
Newton now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Randy Gregory picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing is Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Again, it's Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
47. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense.
A first down carry by Elliott. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. Prescott on first down. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there. And that'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, one set. Check, right.
Here's Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards.
First down, Panthers.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now it's Newton. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point by Mara, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
14. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere.
10th carry now for Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.